dami ko nang nakita na parang pinapalabas si VP Sara lang ang first ever Vice President na nagkaroon ng confidential funds.
While the prosecution did not answer that assertion, the floor was heated when the defense prodded the witness to categorically say if there are findings that the Vice President has pocketed even a single centavo from her office's confidential and intelligence funds.
Based po dito sa findings ninyo, wala namang pong expressly nakasulat na may misappropriation at this point.
Actually, yung presumption of misuse kasi nasa item 8.3 na kapag hindi nag-liquidate or failure of liquidation of the accountable officers upon due demand shall be a prima facie evidence that such fund has been put to personal benefit or misuse.
Yes. But I am just asking for the response na meron po bang expressly nakasulat sa mga findings niya?
Ask and answer, Your Honor. It is
That is a presumption
8.3.
po. So hindi kailangan isabihin.
May expressly po ba na nakasulat na may niisang kusing na napunta sa bulsa ng Vice Presidente?
Ask and answer, Your Honor. This... wait, don't answer. Uy.
The prosecution also asserts that contrary to what the defense tried to lay out, accrual accounting may not be used for confidential and intelligence funds.
Hindi pwedeng accrual, parang lista.
Opo, hindi po pwedeng lista.
Hindi pwedeng lista-lista. Kung binayaran, dapat cash out.
Yes, ma'am.
Tama? At kung cash out, dapat may resibo.
Meantime, the defense opposed a motion to include in the list of evidence the affidavit of Arturo Lascañas, a self-confessed member of the Davao Death Squad who earlier tagged the Vice President in extrajudicial killings in Davao City when she was still working as its local chief executive.
If there's no competent witness who has identified the affidavit of Lascanas, then there is no reason for a supposed transfer of exhibit markings. We object. We object to item number 3 of this motion. We will not agree. And if the presiding court, if the presiding officer will rule to allow even the pre-marking or the marking of this item under this motion, then we would like to have our objection, continuing objection to the allowance of even the marking of this.
Guamil will return to the witness stand on August 5, the 13th day of the impeachment trial, to answer clarifications from several senator judges. Katrina Domingo, ABS-CBN News.
Private prosecutor in the Philippine Vice President's impeachment trial called Sara Duterte's confidential fund expenditures a scam. Lorna Kapunan made the remark during her questioning of a former state auditor on day 12 of the trial. The details from RG Cruz.
The impeachment trial was almost about to break for lunch when Private Prosecutor Lorna Kapunan made this comment during her direct examination of Commission on Audit Auditor Roderick Guamil, who reviewed Vice President Sara Duterte's confidential expenses in the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education.
Pag hindi na-explain ng isang accountable officer ang paggamit ng public funds, kagaya ng confidential funds, meron tinatawag na prima facie evidence, presumption na na-convert for personal use or benefit, applicable dito sa sinabi mo.
Conclusion of law, Your Honor. Calls for conclusion.
Your Honor, that is...
Your Honor, all these matters are pending still.
Sustained.
Ang tawag ko lang doon, hindi prima facie evidence. Kung akong tatanungin, scam ito.
Move to strike,
No
Your
further
Honor. Move to
questions.
strike. That is out of order, Your Honor.
No further questions, Your Honor.
So stricken,
Move to strike.
So stricken from the record.
Kapunan's basis is part of the joint circular of 5 agencies on the use of confidential funds, which states that funds which cannot be explained are presumed to be missing or pocketed, for which the VP should be held liable.
Ano ang ibig sabihin dito ng prima facie evidence?
Nagkaroon po ng presumption na ginamit yung funds for the personal use and benefit of the accountable officers.
They went through the expenses, which Guamil flagged for not being among those authorized by the rules. Guamil found the expenses irregular.
Ang nakalagay dito, bongga kaday. Extravagant. Bongga. Extravagant.
Objection, Your Honor. Question calls for a conclusion.
In relation to his observation only, not as to the conclusion of law, given that the AUM is not a final disposition.
Dahil irregular po siya, dahil hindi po siya compliant or hindi po siya hindi po siya compliant with the provisions of the Joint Circular 2015-01, which is an issuance po of the COA, the DBM, the DILG, the GOCC, GCG, and the Department of National Defense rather.
They also went over the VP's disbursement vouchers.
With respect lang po dun sa disbursement voucher for the third